Hello everyone. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and are making some really good trades, and let's dive right into the analysis here. So again, the market's pushed higher beautifully here, extending the fifth wave. Again, the fifth wave is extending because we are continuing to build bearish divergence here. As long as we have bearish divergence, we know that we're inside of a fifth wave. For you guys that don't know Elliott wave, it's not 100% guarantee. A lot of people don't seem to be understanding that in the comments. They think it's like the holy grail of trading, and whatever the accounts do, it has to follow. Not at all. It's just identifying where you are in the counts, where you are in the trend, and probably give you some high probability trades. And that's why we're so successful inside the Discord. We continue to nail trade over and over again and again. When it doesn't play out, then we stop out, right? We don't blow up our accounts like idiots. Now let's move on and we'll take a look here at the SPY. So the SPY, like I said, continuing to build bearish divergence here. So this could actually end maybe tomorrow, but if it continues to push higher and you erase bearish divergence and you just continue to go up and up and up and up and up, ultimately I would have to say that this is just going to end pretty badly, because now you're going to be ending the fifth of a fifth of a fifth, like the grand super cycle top, and then you're going to extend the third wave again by erasing divergence. Then you'll get a 4 and a 5, a matching 3 and a 4, and then one final fifth wave, and then that's it, right? And then you're at like SPY 600, SPY 610, and then you'll probably start to roll over in a pretty dramatic fashion. Who knows what the reason would be? But anyways, that's kind of what I had in mind here to show you guys. Like we are looking for a wave 3 top to kind of finish this off, and a fifth wave top to kind of finish this move off, and then pull back for either more upside or a bigger pullback to set up for even more upside again. So in any pullback that we're kind of setting up for right now should be more bullish in the longer term. But again, we are approaching elections in October, and lots of people are getting fearful. So let's see what Market Cipher is telling us. On the weekly time frame, we're shifting back to the weekly bullish trend here with a green dot on the Market Cipher B bullish dual band strength index numbers. You got Market Cipher Market Cipher on the monthly time frame. We were looking very bearish last month. Now we're making a new all-time high. It's a little bit more bearish than bullish, but still kind of neutral, I would have to say. And then the daily is still quite bullish here. Right now, the futures are kind of flat to negative, not really doing much. And I would have to say that either we're going to continue to melt up, and everyone's going to pile in, everyone's going to FOMO in, and it's going to continue to run for like quite a bit of time, but eventually, once the real reasons why the Federal Reserve starts cutting rates, will come out, and then the market will undo all of its gains, and usually you lose the entire fifth wave, and which is this, this entire move here. Essentially, is this whole fifth wave, right? I got it as a 3-wave move now, but I can readjust the count to a 5-wave move up. Let's take a look here at some individual names. So again, we've been nailing these trades here on NVIDIA. NVIDIA shorts, right? And this was a short opportunity. I'm looking for a dip buy opportunity if NVIDIA does dip down to this level here. But again, I'm not going to be, FOMOing in right now. I'm not going to chase anything. I'm going to let things run. People think that, oh my God, like I FOMO'd in the other day and it's up today. I'm so happy. There was no technical setup. You're just getting lucky, and you keep doing it. You're gonna blow up your account, right? That's what's gonna happen. And essentially on Tesla, we're looking for this sell area here at 249 to 269. If you can take out this peak, then it's a different count. But for now, this is the bearish count for Tesla, and it's looking to rally up a little bit higher for a better short setup here, and then you can roll over afterwards. And then let's take a look here at Apple. Apple, again, rallying up quite nicely. Again, I nailed my short here from the highs. I'm still holding it, and I'll probably set my stop at break even if it wants to push up and take out this high, then this ultimately will you'll have to put the 2 in here, and you're going to set up for a 1-2 setup for a much more upside. But for now, this is the count that I have, and if Apple can dip back down to 187, then that's the dip buy opportunity that you guys are going to be looking for. And to all the people who say like this doesn't work, like, oh my god, like, this was the dip buy area for Apple, it entered it. This was the sell area for Apple, it entered it. Sometimes it works on a dime, sometimes you get stopped out, right? But for the most part, when the levels work, they work like a charm. Look at the buy entry. It entered it a little bit deeper, right? So it doesn't always hit on the T and it reverses on the pivot. But there you go. You entered it on the market sell-off and it rallied all the way up to here, right? This was like a 10% move, 17% move. And then now you sold off from here. And I'm short from this level. So you can't tell me that I'm wrong, right? So a lot of people love to say that I'm wrong all the time. And I mean, go ahead. But you're obviously in the wrong too, because you don't even know what this kind of analysis is. Let's continue on. We'll take a look here at Meta. So Meta actually pushed up higher, extending the X wave. So now you could actually negate this count, and what you're doing is essentially extending the 5th wave here. So the 5th wave is extending, and you're making new all-time highs. I believe you're making new all-time highs on Meta today. So there you go. You got a 5th wave extension, and what do we got going on here? 1, 2. You're inside of the 3rd wave, so you're in the 3rd wave here. So the market can probably push higher. The Nasdaq could technically continue to push higher here, and you could have much more upside in Meta. Meta could have much more upside, and it's hard to believe that Meta could continue to run like this, but it can. If this is the case, then it's going to continue to run. And then you can take a look here at I believe Google. We're following Google. Google up very nicely as well today, extending the B wave. Again, if this starts to roll over, then this is the buy area here. I got no trades for you guys right now. There's no setups. I actually took profits today. I can show you. We actually entered some trades, right? So today we closed a PALL position, which we're holding for quite a bit of time. Nice little 9.59% profit. And we opened a short on the SPY right at the highs. We nailed it at the highs. Again, that's what you get, right? We shorted the SPY, SPXU. We entered at 24.95 or 24.93, sorry, and now we're at 25.17. Again, I'm ready to be stopped out. Not going to be saying, oh, that's it. I entered my position. I'm 100% right. There's no way I can be wrong. No, that's not how it works. You set your stop at break even, or you set your stop somewhere else, and you wait for the trade to play out. All right. And we'll take a look at a few other ones here. We'll take a look at Roku. Roku actually exceeded the sell area. So, well, actually, this was the 3-wave move sell area. So we did get the rejection here, but you got a 5th wave. So when the 5th wave extends, what do we got going on now? So the 5th wave actually erased divergence on the daily time frame. And I believe on the 4-hour, it's still okay. The 4-hour, you got bearish divergence. So this 5th wave can end at any moment, and any pullback that you get should be a buyable dip on Roku. And this buyable dip should continue to run afterwards. So it looks like it did end up making this cycle low. If it holds, obviously, if the market sells off and you break this pivot, then it's really bad news for Roku. But as long as this pivot holds at 48, Roku should be in the green and continue to run up. But you got bearish divergence inside of a 5th wave, so now you should be finishing up this this rally and start to come back down. All right, and then you should get a viable dip. And let me see here. We got Tesla. I think we already talked about Tesla. This is the sell area. And AMD. AMD's kind of rallying back up inside of this wave 2 as well. We're just going to sit on our hands and wait for the trade to play out. Again, we closed all of our shorts on semis at the lows, right? There's no trade for me at the moment. I'm not longing the semis. I'm not shorting the semis. I'm just watching the market and waiting for a good trade setup. And put this over here, extend it a bit. SMCI is kind of stagnating here, right? Really not doing much. Ultimately, SMCI needs to get down into the 326 to 112 buy area. Again, A lot of people never thought that these buy areas would get hit down here when we were up here. I already charted them in advance. Where are we headed now? Right? The people who are up buying up here, this is new stock. No way it's going down. It's just going to 2,000, 3,000. I remember reading all the comments. It's hilarious because those people are all wrong, right? They don't know what they're doing, and this is obviously this is a clear cut like a parabolic rally that just finished, and everyone's still holding their bags, hoping for 2,000, and it's gonna come back all the way back down. It's gonna lose this entire move here, and once it's reset, then you can be set up for more upside again. But by then, these guys who bought up here, FOMOing, screaming that they're buying, they're right, they're up 30%. They're gonna panic sell down at these lows, and I'll be ready to buy from them. And let's get ready to take a look at TLTs because we always cover TLT. So TLTs in the buy area. We actually got a nice reversal. There you go, another beautiful pivot that we nailed here. So TLT should start to reverse out of here. So the yields should continue to go down from where we are. Nice little fourth wave counter trend rally. Should extend the fifth wave and finish the third wave. And then again, a bigger rally back up in a wave 4. And then a final fifth wave extension towards the downside. And then you should be done. You should be done with the yields going down. But this move should be a big capitulation move, in my opinion. And if we erase divergence, then you're really extending the wave 3 and you're going to go even lower on the yields. So let's see how this plays out into October, November. But yeah, now you should get a bit of a rally here. You should get a little bit of a rally, fifth wave rally, and then you should finish up more of these counts. But I'll keep you guys up to date. There's a lot here. I could probably delete some to make it a little bit easier. So I'll delete this one because this one's completed, and delete this. This is completed. This is completed. And I mean, look at it. We've just been nailing buy area hit. This one actually invalidated it a bit. So if you actually had a buy, you should have been stopped out and you should have looked for a better setup. So this one will just delete that. This one's still in play, so we got to wait for that one to finish up. But once this is done, then this fifth wave should be done. And then we'll be on to the next one, which is this one, right? So this is how we've been playing it. And it's been working out beautifully, and you got no divergence. So you could tell this is a crash correction, no divergence. You should see a nice little rally in yields tomorrow, or sorry, the bonds, and then yields should go down and continue to make a new low, or at least in the coming days. DXY, so the DXY is a little bit more tricky. So the DXY actually had it going into this sell area up here and never reached it. See, so there you go. Nothing ever plays out like we want. If it's going to finish like this and it truncates, then I guess this was your fourth wave right here, and it's just going to start. It's just going to continue to capitulate and melt down, and the DXY is going to get down into this area here. But again, there's no guarantee that it does do that. Maybe it just reverses tomorrow and gets up into this area. So I can't tell you what's going to happen. I can tell you that my areas are up here and they're down here. You can use Market Cipher for more info, but again, it's a paid indicator. You gotta buy it yourself. And again, don't join the Discord thinking I can give you Market Cipher. I've had to kick out a few people and refund them and ban them because they think they could get Market Cipher. And again, don't do that. Please don't waste my time. I think I put it in the description too that you can't get these paid indicators in the Discord. I'm not the owner of them. There's people who have created these indicators. Let's take a look at a few other things here. So we check the yields, the bonds, DXY. Check oil. So oil's rallying up so beautifully. So again, this move is playing out quite nicely. We should get back up into this area here, and once it's done, then we should have a nice sell opportunity or short opportunity in oil. I'll give you guys a target real quick. There we go. It's actually a little bit higher now. I think before it was lower, but now it's actually between like 73, 74. You should get into the sell area, and you should reject from here and then continue lower. So you actually may get above this upsloping trend line that we crashed down from, and then you should get your capitulation move inside the 5th wave. And gold and silver continue to extend higher. Silver's pushing higher inside of this wave 3. There's no shorts here. There's only long. So again, you should continue to long silver as the DXY continues to break down. And as far as crypto goes, we'll talk about Mara, right? So Mara and crypto, very interesting charts here. So Bitcoin is breaking up, right? Breaking out, mooning at the moment, getting very bullish, pumping. It's Pump City, and we broke this downsloping trend line, and people are getting very bullish. Now, I would be getting very bullish too, which I am, because actually I'm in a few longs, and we're up like 50% on some of the longs that we're in inside the crypto Discord. But I can't stress enough that it's not 100% that we continue to just push higher forever and we go to break the all-time highs. We've been in this consolidation phase for a very long time, and right now, like, you could see a lot of these stocks like Mara, gap up but sell down all day long, down, non-stop selling. CLSK is into the buy area, so it can end at any moment. But you got other like a lot of stocks like MicroStrategy who are just not moving as much as you think it would, right? And for me, a leading indicator is Mara, right? Marathon Holdings, or you could do Riot. It's kind of similar stocks, but I chart Mara, and I think that Mara could be headed down into this area here, which would mean that Bitcoin's going to break down, which is not bullish, and that means probably recession fears are going to take over sooner than later, and then you're going to have some really big issues. But again, I don't fight the trend. I'm long right now on Bitcoin. What I say versus what happens and what I actually do in my trades could be completely different. I could be talking the talk, but I could be saying like I think the market's gonna crash, but I'm long, right? So it's not what I say that really matters. Actually, what I say probably doesn't matter at all. It's what I say in the private discourse and what I put in as my trades, because we're longing the markets too. Like, people think I'm super uber bearish because I'm getting bearish now. We are long this entire move here, while not like I'm almost revealed someone's name, but some people were just saying to short nonstop, and like this move took over, and it was just crazy, just kept going up like nonstop. Anyways, that's it for today. Hopefully I got some nice comments to read tomorrow. Maybe not. Have a good evening, guys. Peace.